I have a Chardonnay here, and add like 1 part white wine to 2 parts of water. You want to make sure it just covers up your fish. So any white table wine, I mean, you don't want to use any good stuff. It's only poaching liquid. But so I'm going to use like 3 cups of white wine. So then it'll be 2 to 1, so then it'll be 6 cups of water. So what we'll do, I'll get the water in there. But I'm also going to use 1 lime, the juice of a lime. If it's a little bit more acid. There. And 2 cloves of garlic. And a little bit of peppercorn. And then that's going to be your poaching liquid. You put your fish in, bring it up, and then poach it off. Don't want to boil it. You just want it to slowly poach, and then cool it. And then we'll add all of our other ingredients. Make it as a make it for striper cakes. So. I like poaching it off, because then you can flake the striped bass up nicely. Get big chunks. That's. I'm gonna check, make sure I put my fish in and make sure it. Just want it to cover the fish. Yep. And 1 more will do it. And there we go. Let that come up to a simmer. And then just slowly cook it off. And then just till it's done. And then we'll flake it up later. We'll get all of our other ingredients together and make some striper cakes. Alright guys, we got a nice poaching on our fish. Just ready to start to peel away. So we're going to turn the water off, get it in a bowl, and get it to chill. Alright gang, here's my ingredients. A couple onions, green onions, an egg, mayonnaise, garlic, sun-dried tomatoes, celery tops. I like using the leaves and stuff too. It gives a little color into the cake. Lime, some bacon, and we have some whole bread cubes. I like to crush them a little bit and use it as some of my, the binder, the stuffing and stuff to help hold it together. And I like using cubes because powdered breadcrumbs make it more pasty and mealy. This gives it some body. I also will use panko breadcrumbs, which are a bit, bigger flaked breadcrumb. I don't use a lot of the powdery, breadcrumbs. I'll cut up bread cubes myself if I have to. I think it makes a better, more fuller stuffing. It doesn't feel pasty, and it doesn't feel like it's all that's in there is that powdery. All right, we got our bacon rendering down. We're adding our onions. We're going to get these nice and brown. We'll add our celery later on. Some garlic, chopped fresh garlic. So we're going to cook that down really good. Get it all the brown rendered. Alright, going to add the celery now because I want the celery to render down too. I don't want that to be raw and chunky in there. So I've got the onions pretty good and rendered. I want to get the celery. Same thing with the celery. Get it cooked down. Alright, in go the garlics and the sun-drieds. Oh man, good smells going on in there. Alright guys, we're gonna I want to kind of flake the fish up because I don't want it to break up too fine. I want to have some nice consistency to it. It will break up when you're mixing some of the other ingredients in it, but try to keep it to a minimum. Nice white striper meat. It's coming off almost like a shredded. You can pull it like pulled pork. Add our green onions. Out of a third of a bundle of green onions. And we'll put our egg in there. Squeeze in some lime juice. Alright. Put in a good amount of mayo. Probably about a cup and a half to start. And just trying to get it all folded in, mixed up. Got pretty good consistency. A sandwich bag full of bread cubes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crush them up a little bit. I don't want them real heavy, but I don't want them real powdery either. So just put them in a bag, start to crush them up some. Got to watch salt content because we do have sun-dried tomatoes in there, but we're adding some Chesapeake style seasoning, a couple tablespoons for this amount, and then we'll get them all. Parchment paper. Gonna make a nice sized, about a 4-ounce cake. Pat it down a little bit. Kind of keep it. And put them on the parchment. So that's pretty much. Make all of them. You can freeze them. They will freeze well. Ones you don't use. Olive oil, touch of butter in the pan. Put the cake in. Brown on both sides. I just serve it with a little squeeze of lemon. But I got it on a low, kind of a low heat right now. I want to, because I'm not going to put it in the oven. You can finish them in the oven. So I'm just going to, it's for me for lunch. So we're just going to brown it on both sides and get it warm in the middle. It takes a few minutes per side.